Hello Leo, welcome to your April 2019 general horoscope reading. Leo, I'm so happy it's spring. I hope you are too. So happy spring to you, Leo. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, happy fall. It's just an amazing time. And I don't know about you. You share with me in the comments below how you're feeling, if this Aries season has got you lit up, fired up. The sun is exalted in Aries. It's a fellow fire sign. So it feels really good for you, Leo. And it's always exciting to get to talk to you, Leos, because I'm a double Leo myself. And so sitting here with my tribe and looking at the energetic weather forecast is always a pleasure. We're starting with an oracle card from the Sacred Traveler deck. So here we go. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So, I'm getting with this card for a lot of you Leos, especially last season in Pisces season. It might have been a little more difficult to find your joy, to keep that upbeat personality and shine that you're really typically so good at. But there's a little bit of heaviness there. Some emotional things under the surface and even debts and stuff like that creeped up for some of you that just made it a little icky. What I'm getting though with this grace and gratitude card is that the joy, the light-heartedness really expands for you here in Aries season, here in April, Leo. And especially just simply exercising grace and gratitude, giving thanks, and really verbalizing it to the people who matter to you, who you feel deserve your thanks and your gratitude, Leo. Express it to them. It causes this beautiful, energetic shift and positive energy and helps illuminate your aura. So definitely take the time to do that. Take the time to do that because it's going to make a difference for you, Leo. Let's get more details with the tarot now and talk about the astrology, all right? Here we go. So, Leo, Aries season affects a part of your chart, especially if you're Leo rising. By the way, if you don't know your rising sign, I do have a chart calculator that is attached to my YouTube here in the About Me section. So it's hitting a part of your chart that has to do with study, pursuing maybe some higher education, taking a course, learning, getting more in depth with some subject, with your career even, doing some sort of course, even just a little crash course, Leo. Could be really beneficial for you. You might just be feeling really drawn to that this month, but also travel, especially travel, Leo, that has to do with long distance, foreign countries, or even just handling certain affairs and dealings in foreign countries. If you're a Leo who has a business or has connections in foreign lands, those are going to be in the spotlight at this time, and those dealings can be going on. You might be thinking more foreign travel, planning foreign travel, that kind of stuff. And also, this is an area that has to do, since it has to do with higher learning and all that, there's an extension of that has to do with any kind of publishing effort. So, Leo, if you are writing anything, working on a book, if you're a writer, I'm drawing the cards today, so I'm just going to put that one back in there. If you are working on any kind of writing, literary effort, now is an excellent time to get it published, to find the right publisher, and to just put it out there where it can really excel at this time. So think about doing that if you are one of those writers. All right, just a little bit more here. I feel like one more shuffle. All right. Ooh. Ooh, Leo. All right. All right. Ooh, coming from quite some transformation with death at the bottom of the card. We did just come from our 8th house, which is all about the death and regeneration of things. All right. Let us discuss now. All right. So, sorry, let me just get comfortable here, Leo. So, right off the bat, what I'm getting here, Leo, is that some of you may be needing to take a break, I'm getting. Take a break from some sort of partnership, relationship, or collaboration that you were doing or thought about doing. Taking a break, creating a little bit of distance so that you can think a little bit more clear about whatever partnership recently came in or collaboration that you're working on. So it's not really that tragic what we got going on here, but you do just need to give yourself, I'm getting, that space so that you and the other person just get a bit more of a level head about what's going on. And then, especially with the Hermit being at the center of your reading here, there's definitely going back to that learning. The Hermit is very much about tuning in, even just listening to your higher mind, getting a little bit more spiritual, perhaps reading a book on spirituality. If you're into metaphysics, into astrology, Leo, that kind of stuff. Getting a little bit more knowledge, reading up, studying, taking a course. The Hermit is very much associated with Virgo energy, which is about learning. And Hermit relates to Mercury. So learning and mental stimulation. Needing to give yourself a little bit of that mental stimulation. And I'm definitely getting here with the Hermit that giving yourself time this month to do that. Simply time to also potentially just learn from a older individual, older, wiser teacher. Finding an older, wiser teacher. And if you can't do that, there are books. But it's going to give you some peace of mind, I'm getting. For some of you Leos, where there has been a little bit of franticness or anxiety, it's because you need more information, need more knowledge about something. And even with the Hermit looking at the Two of Swords here, it's like an extension of that. And it's about quieting your mind. I'm getting that this energy, your intuition, your knowledge is really spiked around the second Libra full moon that we're having on the 19th of this month. So pay attention to that time frame. This is when it really speaks, where you get that, you get the right and the left side You get both sides of the story. If this is having to do with a relationship, there's something about gaining that clarity where closer to that next full moon, you get the answers. You are able to really fully see both sides, and being able to see the other person's point of view, and then being able to see yours. Just more balanced perspective here. But at the beginning of the month, not so much, so we need a little bit of that time to ourselves to do that. And this could be business partnership as well. Now, for a lot of you rising Leos, I want to mention too, because I do know this from a personal standpoint, that Venus is just starting to transit your 7th house. So, could be some love developments going on in the background. But there's a relationship here showing up that wants to teach you something. And I'm hearing definitely don't just rat it out or give up on it. I'm not saying that at all. Yeah, 8 of Swords at the root of your reading, Leo. This is about where there's been confusion. Where you've had some confusion, where you have felt maybe frustrated with yourself or unworthy because there's been just a lack of knowledge or a lack of continuation I'm getting for some of you. So needing to continue some learning somewhere. That is really going to give you some peace of mind. And there's something really strong here simply about trusting your intuition and that inner calling here in Aries season. You see, these people are blind. They can't see with their eyes. So this is about here in Aries season, in April, especially whenever you approach that new moon in Aries on the 5th, Leo, seeing with your psychic sense. So it could also be beneficial for you to go see a psychic therapist, or going to a Reiki artist even, or even just doing that on yourself, taking a salt bath, maybe using some crystals in the salt bath to help with the energy clearing. Stuff like that, where you really get spiritual and energetic with it, and you're really trusting that instinctual psychic sense of yours. Because you'll find the gray area and the answer, the unbiased sort of answer, and you'll be able to tell fact from falsity and all that kind of jazz. So, and might I say too, so I love what we end with here. King of Pentacles. Woohoo! Leo, you are the sign of the king, of the queen. Alright? So, okay. Especially approaching Taurus season. On the 20th, the sun enters Taurus. Extra money coming to you. It's affecting your 10th house, which is about your financial abundance, career, and reputation in your work. So, wow. King of Pentacles, that is like a fantastic sign to see when it comes to that. So especially if you're working on this month, like I mentioned, any kind of literary writing effort, if you're trying to publish something, get it out there. And that could also be a photo shoot, if you do modeling, Leo, if you're just a YouTuber as well, if you're doing an article, story, now's the time to get it out there. And next season, at the end of the month, entering Taurus season, you can see the financial reward, some beautiful income and abundance coming in because of those efforts. So definitely take the time to do that. Be a little hermit here and there in April. And give yourself a little bit, let's see, I want to make sure you're looking at this the right way. Yeah, here we go. Give yourself that space with whatever partnership or collaboration is going on there so that you can put together some facts. And simply put, Leo, the other person may just be wanting your time and have more time than you do right now. And you're being advised for a lot of you just need to put a little bit more focus onto getting this project, this artistic thing out. Or dealing simply with that listening to that inner psychic calling. Listening to your higher mind, studying. So, that partnership, if they really care about you, they'll give you that time so that you can do that. You can put in that study, you can put in the time to get creative or to write or whatever it is you're doing there, Leo. Because it's going to put you in this position, which is awesome. King of Pentacles. I love it so much. Oh, wow. Yeah. And I'm even getting... There could even just be some partnership, going back to this grace and gratitude. I'm getting when you openly thank the other person or partner for their service to you, or just simply being themselves, being there for you. So what I'm getting specifically is that there's some sort of apology going on here for some of you. There's an apology with a relationship or a collaboration. And it just needs time to process. But I'm getting the sense that it feels really positive at the same time, Leo. That there's some kind of continuation with this relationship. So it's really intriguing. I'm really excited to see how this maps out specifically for you. So there you have it, Leo. If any of you are thinking about traveling, especially traveling to just get some inspiration and to learn about new culture, new ways of doing things, do so. Follow that instinct this month, especially. Listen to that psychic sense. Think about maybe consulting with someone who is psychic and who has that ability to channel, who has that knowledge, more knowledge than yourself. Seek it out. Seek it out. It's going to bring you peace of mind, and in the long run, it's going to bring you more money too. And more money is always good. All right, Leo, if you want to do a personal one-on-one reading with me, I would love that. I am still doing them and taking appointments for April. So the link to my Etsy shop where you can look at all the different reading types I have is below. Also, if you want to email me for any questions, you may. If you just want to connect with me more on Facebook and Instagram, I would love that. We have fun. I share all kinds of tips and whatnot there. So yeah, follow me on social media as well. And Leo, I love you, my tribe. My lovely lion. I will see you in the next video. Enjoy this month.